Okay, let's get started. So I'm going to open it with the first option, and what I'm going to do first of all is a bin. So I'm going to do 35% for two reasons. One, it's quicker for the video, and two, you use no calibration frame, so more than likely going to be quite noisy. You won't lose any detail, but it will reduce the noise quite a bit by binning quite a large amount. So now I'm going to manual develop. I don't like using auto develop. Keep that. Doesn't really matter. It's just so you can sort of see stars and things. The first develop doesn't mean anything really. It's just a visual thing. Now, if I was to go straight to wipe and do a wipe, you'll probably notice stacking artifacts. It'll give it a box effect. But this is because you've got overlapping frames on the edge of the image. So we need to crop out any frames. I'm guessing there's very little movement here. So we'll do a large crop. Keep that. Now we can go to wipe. As you haven't used flat frames, I'm going to use vignetting. See, we've got some dust on the sensor, quite a bit of dust on the sensor. Light frames, flat frames will get rid of all those dust bunnies. It's well worth taking the flat frame. So what I'm going to do is just up the anomaly filter and see what that does. Regression 5%. It's not too bad. We'll deal with this in a little while, so we'll keep that for now. Then go and do our main develop. Turn the gamma down 5 and dark anomaly I usually put up to around about 16, and then raise. So you've got you can adjust again, so get somewhere near what you want. Alright, so now I'm going to have a little go at removing this. I'm going to make a mask. Masking, this is just one way of dealing with getting much luck on the mask. I was hoping to get a big full mask come up, so I'm going to do it lasso. Just a rough lasso around the area. This is actually nebulosity, so we don't want to lose that. We'll see how this turns out first anyway. Shape to the star. Now filter, a very good tool. What we want to do is reject, turn our mask fuzz up really high, and come to where we've got a colour that's a lot brighter here. Looks like a mauvey sort of colour, so we're going to choose a mauvey pixel. and that will reduce anything in the mask. Oh, not seen that before. That's an improvement already. Green, I'm thinking now. So quite a bit of an improvement on that, which will do for now. Keep that. Alright, so get rid of our mask and go to the next bit. So I'm going to go to contrast now and see what happens. Hopefully it'll take a bit of brightness out of the star. That's good actually, that's done a nice job, so we'll keep that. Then HDR. Try a reveal or leave it as it is, but raise that maximum, the strength down to 1.1. That's helped actually, so we'll keep that. It's giving it a little bit more detail. Let's try that with optimize now. I think that's making the star field too bright, so we'll cancel that. Deconvolution, automatic mask. This will take a while, so I'll skip through to its finished bit. Okay, see what it's done to the image. I don't know if you can see that on this resolution, but it's made the stars much nicer and everything a little bit sharper, so we'll keep that. Now I'm going to go to our colour module now, fill the mask, let it go and see what it does. Nice colour in there. We can probably lose a little bit more of that by reducing the dark saturation fractionally. I like to use artistic detail aware, which would then need to raise the saturation to keep the colour, because it will dull the colours. Alright, let's max up the red. Some nice shapes in there. Probably go more on the saturation. Well, I'm just going to turn this up to see what effect we get. Yeah, I'm thinking keep that low. Okay, we'll keep that. That's pretty good. Looking good. There's still a bit of evidence of that dust bunny there, but I'm not worried about that at the moment. Now, there's a couple of good features in the life module. Isolate is a very good feature. is quite powerful, so we normally turn the strength down a fair bit. This might take a while, so we'll edit that bit out. Okay. It's sort of isolated, darkened the background a bit. Looking pretty good. So I'll keep that. Now let's go to mask, clear. Try some of the colour. Just going to try a boost on the nebula. With the mask, it's picked up what you've masked and boosted it up a little bit, so we'll keep all of that for now. Clear our mask off again. Alright, so now we're going to try a noise reduction. It's not very important at the moment, but raise this until you can't see any big clumpy noise. 14 pixels. Click next, and it's going to take it's going to take a little while to run through this, so I'll skip this bit to the next till it's done. Okay, so we click OK, and the smoothness here, there's a point which it makes quite an effect, and that happens to be about 78%. So I always raise that to a minimum of 78%. And, let's see what it does with that. Smoothed it out nicely. It's almost invisible here now, so we're going to keep that. Now we want to sharpen the nebula only, so we need to create a star mask auto, and just click do straight from auto and see how our mask comes up. It's called everything, so auto again, raise this up to 14, 20, see what happens. It's getting better. Missed a few brighter stars, but it's also got some nebulosity, so raise that further. That's got blue in it, so if we can find a blue, exclude colour blue. Right. Now we need to start picking off these stars, the ones it's missed, the brighter stars. Most of the stars, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to shrink it once to get rid of any tiny pixels, and then grow it back again. And again, invert that and keep. So we've now got a star mask. Go to sharp, on large, next. a bit aggressive, so I'm going to go down to 50%. That's what I'm looking for. Just sharpening up the wisps of the nebula. I'll keep that sharp again, medium. I'd say probably do exactly the same. So I'll turn it down to 50%. It's looking nice. You can do small if you want, but it's not really worth it. Well, you know, entirely up to you. So it's looking pretty good. Now, with our mask we've got on, if we invert that back, so star mask only, and then we go to magic. This is a good one, this, I like this. Now, we can shrink stars or tighten. So it sort of obviously reduces the stars and brings the nebulosity out a little bit more, so I'll keep that. And now finally I'll just go to develop and see, by turning the camera down a bit, and darken the image. Or just one touch on that will brighten it up quite a bit, which doesn't look very good. So personally, that's a pretty good image. You can still see evidence of the dust bunny there. You could again lasso that with the mask. The area there where it is. Go back to filter and try rejecting mauvey sort of colour. There you go, it looks a lot better. So keep, save, TIFF. StarTools group. There, so now that's not a bad image. Hope that's helped in some way. I'll give you a rough workflow. There's no real set workflow, but that's the sort of order I do things in.